we know the Teradata server, and in the Teradata server we have the internal architectural components. There is the parsing engines, the message parsing layers, the amps, and their associated virtual disks. Up to here we know. And we know Teradata can connect to the mainframe systems and the network attached systems simultaneously. So first we'll see the mainframe system, the client. Okay, so this is the mainframe client. So in order to allow the mainframe client to connect to the Teradata database server, we have to have few Teradata components installed on the client machine also. Okay, what are those? The client applications which are trying to connect to Teradata server on the mainframe machine, and it has the CLI, caller level interface. Okay, so caller level interface is basic for any of the operating system, okay, which will convert the messages of the operating system into system understandable language. Okay, it is caller level interface. It is already there on any of the operating system, any of the machine. It is not the Teradata component. It is a general component which exists on all the operating systems, which converts the user high level commands into the low level system understandable commands, system understandable actions. And from there we have to install the Teradata director program, TDP. What is TDP? Teradata director program, which manages and balances all the sessions which are coming from that particular mainframe machine, the mainframe client. Okay, so whatever sessions the mainframe clients establish, everything will be maintained by the component called TDP, the Teradata director program, which is responsible for managing and balancing the workload of all the sessions which are established by the mainframe clients. From this mainframe box, there can be many mainframe systems, right? This can be a production mainframe, and there could be another mainframe system here which is for development, for example. Okay, so this mainframe system also would have a TDP, and this mainframe system would also have its own TDP. Okay, so what the responsibility of TDP is, it manages and balances the workload of the sessions which are coming from this mainframe machine. Okay. Once the request comes in, it is given to the parsing engine, one of the parsing engines. We may have 2 parsing engines, 4 parsing engines, 8 parsing engines, 12 or 100 or 120 based on the configurations what you purchase. Okay, but here in this diagram we are showing 2 parsing engines, but it's not limited to 2. Okay, so one of the parsing engine will take the requests coming from the TDP, which is establishing the sessions, which is managing the sessions from the mainframe clients. So from TDP, one of the parsing engine which is having less load by the time will take the request. Once the request is taken by the parsing engine, we know what happens, right? So within the parsing engine we have 3 subcomponents like this: the parser, optimizer, and dispatcher. They do their responsibilities on the query, and then it will send to the message parsing layer, and this message parsing layer will do either point-to-point, multicast, or broadcast operation, which is instructed through optimizer, and will do that operation of dispatching the message, passing the message to the amps, and amps will act on that particular instructions and fetch the relevant data from their associated virtual disks. Okay, all the amps, they will work on their corresponding virtual disks and get the data back to the message passing layer, and message passing layer merges the answer sets of all the amps and give the data back to again the mainframe client through the parsing engine. Again TDP will take the answer set back to the actual client who has submitted that query. Okay, so from mainframe machines, whenever a request comes, it will pass on through the TDP, Teradata Director program, and then the parsing engine, and through parsing engine to message parsing layer, AMPs, disks, and then again disks to AMPs, AMPs to message parsing layer, parsing engine, and then the TDP and the actual client. And this is what the communication flow among the components. If it is a mainframe machine, the channel attached machine. Okay. Coming to the network attached systems, what are the components on the network attached clients? The client application, yes, whatever applications who wanted to communicate with the Teradata machine. Then we have the CLI, the caller level interface, and the ODBC, Open Database Connectivity, or JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. All these are protocols. Right? CLI is the normal caller level interface which understands the machine language and which converts the high level client commands into the low level operating system commands. ODBC is the Open Database Connectivity Protocol to connect to external machines, the data strings, and JDBC is to connect through Java. Through Java applications, you can connect to the Teradata database. So these are the three ways how you can connect to Teradata server through network attached machines. Yeah, so to connect Teradata server through network attached machines, we have three possibilities. Either through CLI, or the Open Database Connectivity, or the Java Database Connectivity. And then we have a component called Micro Teradata Director Program, which is similar as the TDP, Teradata Director Program. And here in the network attached machines, we call it as Micro Teradata Director Program, which manages the sessions at the network attached clients. Okay. So MTDP maintains all the sessions which are coming from network attached machines. Good. Then what about MOSI? Why it is required here and which is not there in the channel attached machines? Okay, this is called as the micro operating system interface. Why it is required here extra, which is not exist in the channel attached systems? Because when I say mainframe, the operating system and the functionality of the operating systems are same. The AS400 or whatever operating system they use, it is common. When I say mainframe machine, yes, that is a platform. Through that mainframe platform, you are connecting, and all the requests are understood by the TDP. And from TDP, the parsing engine, we can take the messages. But here, when I say network attached machines, what could be the operating system? Is it only Windows always? Or is it only Unix always? Or is it only Linux always? No, it could be Unix system, it could be Linux, it could be Windows, anything. So up to MTDP it is fine. But sorry for that. So up to MTDP it is fine. But from here we should have some interface which can recognize from which platform of the network attached machine it is getting the request. Right? Is it a Windows machine, Unix machine, or Linux machine? Okay, to identify that, we have to have one more component called micro operating system interface, okay, which provides the transparency of operating system to the Teradata server. So whatever operating system it is, the MOSI will make it abstract or transparent, okay, to the Teradata server. It is not necessary for the Teradata server to know either it is coming from a Windows machine or Linux machine or Unix machine. It is enough if it knows it is from network attached machine, because the MOSI will take care of the operating system related conversions. from the client to server or server to client, the MOSI will take care of all the changes required specific to the operating system. Okay, so that's where after MTDP we have to have one more extra component called micro operating system interface, which gives transparency of the operating system to the Teradata server. So now Teradata server no need to bother about what operating system it is coming from, because it is all burden taken care by the MOSI. And once the parsing engine takes the request from the LAN, then we know the story. Okay? The parsing engine layer to message parsing layer, and then amps, and then disks, and from disk to amps, amps to message parsing layer. It merges all the answer sets and gives to the parsing engine. Parsing engine will give the answer back to the MOSI, which makes the conversions based on the operating system, and then MTDP, and then the client applications. So who has requested this query, to those clients the query result will go. This is the way. So in this slide we have to remember these components. TDP is the client component in the mainframe machines, and MTDP and MOSI are the client components on the network attached machines, which would take care. So let's go to our questions what we left here and see if we're able to answer those questions now. The sixth question: when accessing the Teradata database from a network attached client, which two software components are used for communication? Is it a micro cursor service? Is it micro call level interface? Is it micro Teradata system manager? Is it micro Teradata director program? Or micro operating system interface? Yep. So everyone is correct, as we have just gone through. Okay, everyone is correct, but we have to remember it so that at any time we should give the same answer, the correct answer. Good, very good. Okay, so the micro Teradata director program and the micro operating system interface both are required on the network attached machines to have communication with the Teradata server. Right? So let me highlight. Okay, so they will use so many terminology which may confuse us, but if you are having clarity about the concept, yes, these are the answers anytime, even they come up with n number of similar words. Okay, so these are the answers. And the next question here is 10th question. Which three interface enable access to the Teradata database from a network attached client? Similar question with different answers. See. Which three interface enable access to the Teradata database from a network attached client? Is it call level interface, Unix database connectivity, Java database connectivity, Open database connectivity, Datagram congestion control protocol? Okay, just now we have seen what all three different protocols that could be used through a network attached machines. Okay? And you have to see this also. Choose three. Even you choose only two, it is a wrong answer. Okay? If you want to choose four, it is a wrong answer. You have to exactly choose three out of the given options, whichever is more relative. You have to choose three answers. Okay, still I see one answer, two answers. Okay, you have to choose three answers. Okay, the first one is the caller level interface. Yes, this is one of the protocol which the network attached system can use. And Unix database connectivity? No, we don't have UDBC. How about Java? Yes, JDBC connectivity we have. And Open database connectivity, ODBC, yes we have. Okay, let me show you this slide again. See, the CLI, ODBC and JDBC. These are the three possible protocols which you can use to connect through the network attached machines. See. Yes, caller level interface, Java, and open database connected. So these are the three answers. Please choose three. So these are the options A, C, D. Okay, good. So this is all about for today, and tomorrow we'll see the database objects, the data dictionary, and the hierarchy. What is the difference between a user and database and Teradata? All those things we'll see tomorrow. Or maybe probably, I am getting some questions on installation part, so I will introduce the installation part also tomorrow. Okay, one of the topic. So for now, actually we are done with the session, so I'm open for the questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Questions on the training program or questions on the subject what we have covered so far in all the sessions. Again, I'm again announcing there is a backup session on Saturday. So whoever missed the sessions and whoever want to refresh their knowledge or revise their knowledge on the architecture, please attend the session on Saturday at 8 AM IST to the same link almost. There is no change. If there is any change, I will inform you, but it is the same link on Saturday at 8 AM IST. We are going to conduct the backup session.